Hello friends, you are most welcomed in निरंकारी वीडियो चैनल। इस वीडियो लिंक में हम लोग डिस्टेंस एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट के बारे में चर्चा करेंगे। सो माय नेक्स्ट हेडिंग इज डिस्टेंस एंड डिस्प्लेसमेंट। Distance, it is the length of the actual path. It is the length of actual path traversed by a body between its initial and final position. Between its initial and final position. Distance is a scalar quantity. Distance is a scalar quantity because it has only magnitude. Because it has only magnitude and no direction. Distance covered is always positive or zero. Distance covered is always positive or zero. The SI unit of distance is meter. CGS unit of distance is centimeter. CGS unit of distance is centimeter. Our next heading is displacement. The displacement and object is the displacement of an object is the change in the position of object. Change in the position of an object in a fixed direction. It is the shortest path measured in the direction. It is the shortest path measured in the direction from initial point to the final point. From initial point to to the final point. Displacement has a magnitude and direction both. Displacement has both magnitude and direction, so it is a vector quantity. Displacement is a vector quantity. Displacement may be positive, negative, or zero. Displacement may be positive, negative, or zero. Characteristics of displacement. Characteristics of displacement. Displacement has the units of length. Displacement has units of length. Displacement may be positive, negative, or zero. May be positive, negative, or zero. When an object moves towards the right in time t1 to t2, its displacement is positive. When an object moves towards right in time t1 to t2, its displacement is positive. Its displacement is positive. When an object moves to the left, left in time t1 to t2, its displacement is negative. When an object remains stationary or it moves first towards the right, its move towards right and then equal distance towards the left, and then equal distance towards left, then displacement becomes zero, because final position and initial position of an object is same. Now we will define speed. Speed. The rate of change of position of an object. The rate of change of position of an object with time in any direction. With time in any direction is called its speed. Is called its speed. It is equal to the distance traveled by the object. It is equal to the distance traveled by the object in unit interval of time. And in formulation form, speed equal to distance traveled. Speed equal distance traveled upon time taken. Time taken. Speed has only magnitude and no direction. Speed has only magnitude but no direction. It is a scalar quantity. It is a scalar quantity. So the speed may be positive or zero. Speed may be positive or zero, but not negative. The SI unit of speed is the SI unit of speed is meter per second. CGS unit of speed is CGS unit of speed is centimeter per second. Different types of speed. Different types of speed. First one is uniform speed. Uniform speed. An object is said to be moving with uniform speed. An object is said to be moving with a uniform speed if it covers equal distance. If it covers equal distance in equal intervals of time. In equal intervals of time. Number second is variable speed. Variable speed or non-uniform speed. An object is said to be moving with variable speed. An object is said to be moving with variable speed if it covers unequal distances. If it covers different distances in equal intervals of time. Number third is average speed. Average speed. For an object moving with variable speed. For an object moving with a variable speed, the average speed is the total distance traveled by the average speed is the ratio of total distance traveled by the object to the total time taken by the object to cover that distance. Next one is instantaneous speed. Instantaneous speed, तात्क्षणिक वेग. The speed of an object at particular instant of time. The speed of an object at any particular instant of time. At any particular instant of time or at a particular point of its path. At a particular points at its path is called the instantaneous speed of the object. Is called the instantaneous speed of the object. instantaneous speed V, instantaneous speed V equal limit delta to tends to 0, limit delta tends to 0, then delta x upon delta t, delta x upon delta t becomes d dt of x. Here dx upon dt is the first order derivative of, here dx upon dt is the first order derivative of distance x respect to time, distance x with respect to time t, with respect to time t. The speedometer of an automobile, the speedometer of an automobile indicates its instantaneous speed, indicates its instantaneous speed at any instant, at any instance. Average speed in different situations. Average speed in different situations. A body covering different distances, a body covering different distances with a different speed, with different speed. Suppose a body covers distances, suppose a body covers distances s1, s2, sn with speeds v1, v2, vn, with speed v1, v2 dash dash vn, then its average speed will be, then its average speed will be v average equal total distance traveled, total distance traveled upon total time taken. In formulation form, S upon T, or in other words it become S1 plus S2 plus Sn upon T1 plus T2, T1 plus T2 plus Tn or B average becomes S1 plus S2 Sn upon V1 S2 upon V2 plus Sn upon Vn. A body moving with different speed in a body moving with different speed a body moving with different speed in different times interval in different times interval. Suppose a body travel with speed. Suppose a body travel with a speed v1, v2, vn in time interval t1, t2, t3, tn. So average speed will be, so v average becomes v1 t1 v2 t2 plus v3 t3 upon t1 plus t2 plus t3. Now we will define the term velocity. Velocity. The rate of change of position of an object. The rate of change of position of an object with time in a given direction. With time in a given direction is called its velocity. Is called its velocity. It can also be defined as the speed of an object. Speed of an object in a given direction. In a given direction. It is equal to displacement covered. It is equal to displacement covered per unit time, per unit time. Velocity equal displacement upon time. Displacement upon time. Velocity has both magnitude and direction. Velocity has both magnitude and direction. Velocity, it is a vector quantity. It is a vector quantity. Velocity can be positive, 0 or negative. Velocity can be positive, negative or 0. SI unit of velocity is SI unit of velocity is meter per second. CGS unit of velocity is CGS unit of velocity is centimeter per second. Now we will define different types of velocities. Different types of velocities. Number 1, uniform velocity. Uniform velocity. A body is said to be moving with a uniform velocity. A body is said to be moving with uniform velocity if it covers equal displacement, equal displacement in equal interval of time, in a given particular direction. Number 2, variable velocity. Variable velocity or non-uniform velocity. Non-uniform velocity. A body is said to be moving with variable velocity. A body is said to be moving with variable velocity if it covers unequal displacement in equal intervals of time in a particular direction. Number third, average velocity. Average velocity. For an object moving with variable velocity, for an object moving with variable velocity, average velocity is defined as the average velocity is defined as the ratio of its total displacement, ratio of its total displacement to total time taken in a particular direction, in a particular direction. Average velocity, total displacement, total time. Average velocity in formulated form becomes total displacement upon total time taken. We average x2 minus x1 we average x2 minus x1 upon t2 minus t1. Next heading is instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity. The velocity of an object, the velocity of an object, the velocity of an object at a particular instant of time, at a particular instant of time, or at a particular point, or at a particular point of its path, of its path, is called instantaneous velocity. Is called instantaneous velocity. Instantaneous velocity represented v bar, and it becomes limit delta t tends to 0, then delta vector delta x upon delta t, it becomes ddt of x. Instantaneous velocity of an object is equal to instantaneous velocity of an object is equal to first order derivative of its displacement. First order derivative of its displacement with respect to time. Uniform and non-uniform motion. So friends, I will describe in my next video link uniform and non-uniform motions. So wait for my next videos. Thanks.